Hello, everyone. Welcome to Behind the Helm. If you want to check out this show live, make sure you go to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch every Thursday at 4 p.m. If you want to watch the show afterwards, you can go to YouTube. We'll have our regular show plus bonus content. If you want to listen to the show in your car, maybe in the shower, maybe while you're just chilling doing a workout, head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you could find a podcast, and search up Behind the Helm. Enjoy the show. Episode 54.
54.
50.
50.
That's the only way to say 50. 54, welcome in. This is your first time here. Welcome, finally. Maybe I randomly added you on Facebook and now you're here.
Maybe I randomly added you on Facebook and now you're here.
If so, welcome. This is why I added you. I'm just kidding. And if this is your 54th time here, what's up? If you're a regular, go ahead and put in the comments, and say what's up, and let them know who the real fans are. All right. I'm Petty Officer Levesque. With me is.
And I'm Chief Dowden. I just forgot to post it on a couple of different pages that we do, so I got reminded, and I am doing that right now.
We are going to put this one on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee it. That's one,
good.
It'll go on Spotify.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. I think I've heard from people that they like when we just
there we go.
We kind of banter a little bit and just talk.
Yeah.
Hey, in my bag out there,
Okay.
I have the naval history thing.
Oh yeah.
It's just in my bag. But I believe people like when we banter and just talk and, give more of like a personal side of, our, naval experience. Because, that's kind of what people want. They just want to hear, yeah, it's in those papers. And that's what we're going to do today. But new thing that I'm going to do, right? And it's kind of funny because, like, whenever you have a plan of the day, like when we were on the ship at least, they would always put this day in naval history.
Yeah.
And
well,
honestly, like being... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, before you do that, make sure you smash that like button down below, like Petty Officer Levesque said. Make sure you comment. Sorry, I was kind of out of it right there at the beginning. Again, as always, we had a plan. We got a little derailed. I was a little late. Things happen, right? So make sure you smash that like button, hit that red thumbs up button to subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you follow if you're on Facebook, Twitch.
Click the bell.
Click the bell. It's somewhere
so you
over
get
here.
Notified.
But most definitely, we've been told, like, sometimes, like, when we just talk about some stuff, it's really good, and we have a good show planned today, and there's some things that we want to start doing a little bit more of.
So, in tradition, well, I think the Navy is like enriched in its history. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot more like there's a lot more traditions and, things that kind of carry it over. I don't know, maybe it's just because we're in the branch and like that's just kind of how I feel.
Well, and I don't want to say that the other branches don't, but I really feel like, our rank system, a lot of the things we do is in a lot of naval history. It matches up to a lot of different navies, from the past. And we really do live our history a lot, and it's important. So remembering kind of where we came from and what we're doing is important. So we kind of look into it quite a bit.
So I'm just going to briefly go through some of these, all right? So
this is for today or this week?
This week in naval history, because we're only a once-a-week show.
Right.
In July 3rd, the USS Valley Forge and the HMS Triumph participate in the first carrier action of the Korean War. And VF-51 aircraft from Valley Forge shoot down 2 North Korean aircraft. All right. July 4th, 1863, during the Civil War, the Confederates surrender Vicksburg, Mississippi, following a lengthy bombardment and siege by Union naval and land forces. The surrender gives the Union control of the Mississippi River.
It's huge.
President Abraham Lincoln writes, "The father of waters again goes unvexed to the sea."
He was such a good speaker. And it's funny when you look at like documentaries about him and stuff that he was like a pretty like nervous person, and the way
Uh-huh.
he like, he was kind of a little awkward, but just has some of the most memorable things, that he'd said and did, and
And it's crazy with like presidents back then, they felt like they were just so much more like I feel like the people really leaned
mm,
on the president during that time. A lot like with
they weren't in it.
President Bush during, his
Well,
first term, like
sure.
the country really leaned on the president and it definitely showed like
And I think back then too, like,
crazy times. Obviously.
well, back then you're talking about the president not really being an attainable thing. Like now, like, there's 15,000 memes a day about the president, and you can read tweets and all this stuff. Like, you got to think back then, like, there were a lot of people that never see the president. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, this was like almost like I don't want to say mythical creature, but kind of, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah,
pretty
now we
wild.
can just read a tweet from the president.
Yeah, easy day.
July 5th, 1801, David G. Farragut is born in Knoxville, Tennessee, known for the quote, "Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead," during the Battle of Mobile Bay. In 1864, he is appointed Vice Admiral by President Abraham Lincoln in 1864 and is commissioned an admiral for the first time ever in the U.S. Navy by a congressional act in 1866.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Interesting stuff.
that's one of the bigger quotes. Damn the torpedoes.
Damn torpedoes, full steam ahead.
I got you with the full speed ahead Flask.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Few more. All right. Following the Allied landing, this is July 6, 1943. Following the Allied landing of New Georgia, the Japanese attempt to land reinforcements with 10 destroyers, resulting in the Battle of Kula Gulf. July 7th, 1948. The first 6 enlisted women are sworn into the regular Navy.
Let's go, ladies.
And July 9th, 1944, the organized Japanese resistance ceases on Seaspan, Marania Islands? I don't know. Seems like they were giving up during that time for obvious reasons.
I like the week in history, like into the regular Navy. You look at the waves,
regular Navy, yeah.
Waves and all the stuff that they did, like when female were first coming in, and we talked a little bit about it during Female Appreciation Month, and but that was huge, and like we're real big. We talked about it when we had STG2 Slattery on about equal opportunity, and it's only gone up since then. So way to go, ladies. Way to make your mark in the regular Navy.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. We also haven't we haven't paid homage to the Eagle in a while because we've been kind of here and there.
He's
Poor
pissed.
guy.
Look at him.
He's mad. He is not happy. And he might not be happy with the one today. And I'm not going to explain what it's for. You're just going to have to wait around. But the homage today is our new competition board. So we're just going to set this. But right now, we're going to set it right here. It's our new competition board. It's covering some stuff up. We'll move some stuff around, but you can see it has Chief Petty Officer Levesque.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a competition brewing. So
All right.
we'll see. We got bonus content today, so make sure you stick around.
So things are ever changing, right? I think that the Navy has gone through a lot of changes. The world has gone through a lot of changes. Hey, in just the past 3 years, we've seen a lot of changes, right?
As a nation in a whole.
So that's kind of what we're going to dive into personally here. Some of the changes that, we've seen since, we decided to join the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
And, our pathways are pretty different.
Yeah.
And yet we're here now.
Here we are.
And I think our intentions to join were a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly where you were at in life was way different than where I was at in life. And just kind of want to dive into that a little bit. We've talked about why we've wanted to join the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
If you can just briefly, really quick, give like a quick reason why you joined.
To be quite honest, I wanted to join when I was younger just because I thought the Navy, hey, scam call, should we do it live? No, I don't want to deal
Oh,
with
that
it.
would be awesome.
It would
If
be.
we were in bonus content,
Oh,
that
we
would have been
totally
answered.
would. Always, all day, all day. I wanted to when I was younger, because I thought the Navy was cool, like you
Mhm.
to travel, whatever. And I didn't, and I got older, and it was just something that like I kind of revisited. But it was the military because I thought being here, Navy was unattainable. I was actually going to join the Army. Went to
Yeah.
MEPS for the Army, failed out of MEPS, had to go back. And a friend of mine had reached out and said, "I thought you want to join the Navy." And I said, "Well, yeah." And they said, "If you can qualify for the Army, you can qualify for the Navy." And the rest was history. I really joined one to get into shape. Like I wanted to get paid to stay in shape. Like I thought it was really cool. And two, I wanted to travel. I
Yep.
wanted to see stuff. And I knew that I was probably never going to afford to myself. Briefly, what about you?
I just was not the trajectory of my life was not really there. It wasn't looking bright and sunny.
Mhm.
Not that I was like, you know, I was a pretty good kid. Like wasn't gonna get in trouble or anything. I just felt like I was moving at a very slow pace, whereas everyone around me seemed to be,
Yeah.
moving a lot quicker.
Right.
And never thought about joining the Navy. My mom brought it up to me, probably because she didn't want me living in her house anymore. Um, and yeah, man, I just joined because I needed to get out of the situation I was in. It didn't really feel like a last resort because there was many different things I could have done. But it was something that was gonna get me out of my comfort zone,
hmm
and I don't need to feel comfortable. Like, and I feel like if you feel comfortable all the time, you're not gonna
You're not gonna push
you're not gonna
yourself.
push yourself,
Yeah.
and like that's what it's done for me. And
Well, and if you're in the military or were in the military, whether it was Navy, Army, Marines, whichever, make sure to smash that like button because, hey, thank you for your service. But also, go ahead and leave a comment down below and tell us what was your number one reason for joining? What was it? Did you just want to get out of the state you were in? Did you want to travel? What was it for you? Did you just want to serve? Some people's answer is, I just wanted to serve. So go ahead and comment that down below. We'd love to read it, and it might inspire other people. But we're talking about changes and changes in the world. And, if you're out there and maybe you thought, nah, that's not for me, look, life has changed a lot. And maybe it's changed for you. Maybe things have progressed or degressed for you and things aren't looking the way you wanted them to. You can always come back. Like I said, I didn't join until I was 26. You joined not directly out of high school, but a
no,
little later.
yeah,
Um,
I was
we
20.
we just put in a young man. I just met with him and his mom today. He joined and he's getting ready to go into his senior year of high school. So, there's a big range of when you can join. For us, 17 academically a senior with parental consent, all the way up to 40. Well, 39. You have to go to boot camp before your 40th birthday. So don't think that you're too old. It is something you can do. Life changes. So we're going to kind of talk about, what changed in our life that made those decisions and what was kind of going through our head. And then what does that look like? What's the minimum service, maximum? How do you
Yeah.
get retirement? What are the different options? We're just going to kind of touch on some of the different pathways, and then you can kind of dissect that as you will.
So let me ask you, like, I feel like my first enlistment,
Mm-hmm.
you're surrounded by a lot of junior sailors, everyone else. Like, your first enlistment, your first command, you are going to be around your peer group.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of people at that time who are still figuring out what their next step is, even at that point. 2 years in the Navy. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be getting out in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? And I think when I joined, my intention was, hey, I'm going to use this as a stepping stone to the next thing.
Right.
And then, how quickly things change to,
Sure.
hey, I'm going to do my shore duty. And then I'll get out. And then it just starts building more and more, and you start to realize, like, hey, this thing that I'm doing isn't,
It's not bad.
it's not bad. It's not bad. And like the opportunities that I've gotten are crazy. Like what I want to do is I wanted to be an electrician really bad. It worked out. I got
Yeah.
to be an electrician in the Navy. I got the credentials for it. I've done my US map. At any point I could get out.
Yeah.
So what it, I what is it that's what is it that's pulling me in and keeping me to do it? Is kind of like the question I feel like we would really talk about, because
Yeah.
for you, I mean, you made Chief, and not saying, oh, that's
No,
the
no,
only
no,
reason you'd
no.
stay in, but it definitely adds to it knowing what that means later on.
Well, like you said, when you first come in, and and we've talked about it before, you were on a carrier,
Yep.
and it's so when you first get to your first command, and especially at a carrier, so many more people, you're definitely around everything yet. Um, I'm on a smaller ship. It's the same way, but you have more visual of people who've been around for a while. So it's a little different, but and I made this commitment that I was going to do it. But like when I sat down and looked at jobs, I was like, well, I don't know. I'm already 26. Maybe I just want to find like a job that is, like you said, like a stepping stone. I didn't have anything in mind. I didn't know anything about the jobs, but I
Yeah.
was like, I want to kind of hear what I qualify for. And if I decide to only do one term, and get out, something that could help accelerate my career path or at least put me in the right path. I'd been in management, pulled me in, what kept me staying. So what makes us do those things? What makes anybody do those things? Like, you're talking about different opportunities and stuff for you, but when you joined, you didn't have a family either, did you?
No, I did not.
And that's huge. Like,
Yeah.
the what we're able to provide for our families, for our spouses, for our children,
Yeah.
for a lot of service members that have families. Um, and then, I'll be dead honest, reenlistment for me was like, that helped.
Well, even you saying like, I started a family,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a lot of people who are working a job right now. They're in there, just don't like it anymore. And man, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
But you realize, okay, if I don't do this, then what am I gonna do?
Right.
I only have the experience to do this. Can I venture out into something else?
Mm-hmm.
With us, like let's say I wanted to get out of the Navy. I could get out of the Navy. And I could do a
Yeah.
plethora of different things. I don't have to
Sure.
be an electrician. Just me being a veteran alone, like kind of awards me many different jobs. Federal jobs, it's way easier for
Right.
me to get.
There are a lot of people who look to hire veterans because, like, and I'm not saying this negatively or whatever, but like, no joke, for companies, it's a tax break.
Yeah.
It's a tax break for hiring veterans. And the big thing is it's become very prevalent where on LinkedIn, on Facebook, there are literal groups like for states like Indiana vets, and it's all about like finding jobs for veterans and who's hiring,
Mhm.
and or you do a full term. So what is a minimum term? We're talking 8 years. Okay, but it's weird because it doesn't get said.
Yeah.
Minimum active duty term is every day, Monday through Friday. Your active duty. That is your job.
You signed a 5 too, right? You had an
No.
extension?
I signed, so inactive reserve is you have the training, you update your address and stuff like once a year, but you don't go to drill, you're not in uniform, you have a DD 214, you're actually out of the military. And realistically, all that is if something ever happened absolutely drastically and we called up all the reserves and before we ever went to a draft, that comes 8 total. But like for us, we reenlisted, right?
Yep.
So once you hit 8 years active, you no longer have any inactive reserve time.
Yep.
So I was going to do 6 years active because of
Yep. But once you do the
link to my
6 years
schools.
active, then you only have 2 years.
inactive if I
Inactive.
got out, but I
Yeah.
didn't. I
Yep.
chose to reenlist.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Just wanna
So
clarify.
just a little bit of a tangent. But yes, I made chief last year. And they're like, wow, you made chief, like, and I'm older, but no, like I made it just under 10. So it's kind of like, wow, I made it to the upper half of the enlisted side already. And that's all online. You can see that amount. It's not for the full ride,
Yeah, I mean, but there's nothing people are going to be able to. How valuable is that?
right?
It started like basically the highest paying jobs in the world.
Unfortunately, no. Should
No,
they
they're
be?
not.
Probably.
But if you are getting passive income from the military, you can pursue those kind of. Now your pension, you only have to get to this part. Now you got 2 pensions.
Not only that, but like the different, like we have, and we're not gonna get into all the financials because we could talk about it for days, but we have basically like a 401k as well. So if you're paying into, right, they both served, got out. It's just
Stinson and Stinson.
simple.
But the longer
Get extra pay for got out and going to that down sometime. So in your mind, like it does, your life changes. So I say take it a listman at a time. You know, look at what you have that live. There's a lot of veterans. There's a whole veteran. And personally, was the Clinton administration have a great job offer?
Specifically,
Sure do.
and we're not gonna say the name, but there's you're basically telling them this guy is gonna
Pass up for his-
up.
Uh,
But
I got a funny story.
you
about
have
that,
the
too.
neck about it.
Yeah, literally.
They'll keep the stream up, I think. Here we go. Same internet. It's just a fat. See what happens.
Yeah. I'm back.
It kicked us off.
Wait. Said we're on.
Oh, so we're on.
Good. Okay. Wow.
Sorry. You
That
know,
was weird.
Wi-Fi, and sometimes because I kept seeing it on 30%.
Kind of forget where we were, but you're not in for 20. You're not. Oh, you know, that happens. Like it's with somebody that got over somehow. It got lost in the sauce. 4 days. Like now, like I was saying, we've talked about Skill Bridge before. It's a 3-day class where people who come in at 18 in the civilian world, it's seen and understood.
People who have different intentions on joining and how things in the Navy, but also could be entitled to versus things you may not.
To say that too, you
And
actually get to kind of negotiate. Button subscribe. Appreciate you being here. The biggest thing that we 2 years ago, last year, 3 in your area, just get the information and see if in your recruiter. I will. I mean, I might talk to you about you. So we appreciate.
That's the thing. Like
Content.
That was a lackluster bonus content.
I got close to the mic.
Okay,
I was scared.
okay, I got you.
I don't want to peek it out, man.
So we talked about it last week. How dad jokes would be funny. We're both dads. Actually, kind of. We're not even new dads anymore. We're veterans in the game at this point.
Veterans in the game.
Now, a lot of dads will laugh at that because they have sons that are like
Our age.
Our age, yeah. So, but we're veterans at this point. We're not those new dads that are like freaking out over everything. Yeah, like that's just what's happening.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. So here are them rules. Okay. If you guys have ever seen the dad joke challenge, that's what we're gonna be doing. All right. I'm gonna try to keep score. We were gonna try to pre-record this, but then we thought that wouldn't be as fun.
You cannot see it at all on the screen. Just letting you know.
Oh,
You can't see this
well,
at all.
we'll know the score. I'm keeping
Okay.
this. I'll keep it on my lap then. So here's the deal. We take turns telling each other dad jokes. Oh, enhanced recreational company.
Oh
from
my
California.
gosh.
Yeah,
Well, it
dude,
is
they
bonus-
blow me up,
Hey, it's
bro.
bonus content.
Hold
now.
on, I'm gonna get. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give them a dad joke
Woo.
live on the air. Hello.
This is Tina from Simplified Loan Solutions. We recently mailed you a letter informing you that you've been pre-approved for a $75,000 personal line of credit. However, our records indicate that this offer is due to expire soon.
It wasn't a live person,
Nah, that
not as
wasn't a
fun.
real
Dang
person.
it. So here are the rules. We're gonna go back and forth telling dad jokes, and the key is not to laugh. Right? If you laugh, you make a sound. All right. You can smile. You can't laugh.
Oh, we can smile?
You can smile. You start to laugh though, right?
But wouldn't smiling like make you laugh?
It might. So, because it's all in the delivery sometimes. So, here's the thing: if you say a dad joke, and you can get points on yourself, unfortunately. So, if you say a dad joke to me and I don't laugh, and you make yourself laugh, that is a point for me. Same, vice versa.
Okay.
We're each going to try to do maybe about 10. It won't be points of 10, but that's what we're looking to do. I have a few different ones up because we never know who's going to, say which one. So I'll let you go first.
Okay.
You're already laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm
Okay,
smiling.
All right.
All right, I got a good 4th of July one.
All right.
All right. Since it's 4th of July, I just told my daughters they were named after George Washington.
Mm.
About 280 years to be precise.
Okay.
They were named after George Washington.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
That was a softball.
This is softball. Wow. Okay. That's how we're starting. I don't know if you're into astrology at all. Stars. Do you know anything about constellations?
The Big Dipper.
Right. Orion.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like Orion's belt is a big waste in space. All right. For a dad joke, I'd say it's only about a 3-star.
Yeah. No, that one's not doing it.
It's 3-star.
Yeah.
Dang it.
All right. My wife's leaving me saying I'm not American enough. But I kind of saw it coming a kilometer away.
Metric system.
I'm not laughing.
Wow. How well do golfers follow instructions?
I don't know.
To a T.
I'm good.
You're trying.
I almost laughed just because you said golf. And I was thinking of us golfing, and I'm like
Right.
freaking out like, oh no.
Right.
All right.
Compose yourself.
All right. I was so angry earlier that I threw my keyboard against the wall and parts flew everywhere. That's when the shift really hit the fan.
Got yourself. You almost got me just from you getting yourself.
When the shift hit the fan.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
That's
All right.
That's a pretty good one. Like that. So I want to tell you about an interview I had before I came in the Navy, right? Interviewer asked me what I would consider any of my strengths. I said that I can perform under pressure. He asked me if I could give an example. I looked at him and went, ba-ba-da, under pressure.
No.
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 Okay.
My wife kicked me out because of my terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions. But don't worry. I'll return.
I can't, dude. You got terrible impression. I'll return. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good. That was a good one.
Make your way to the helicopter. I was trying to do the impression. I was trying to go.
Oh, dude. Oh my, you couldn't do it. All right, I'll let you compose yourself.
I tried so hard to not laugh.
You got me just from you laughing so hard.
I laughed so hard when I seen it earlier too. Just reading it. All right, go.
Ready?
Yeah.
My wife and I both order stuff from the same Amazon account. We're primates.
Seen that one earlier.
Oh, that's not true.
All right. My girl left me because of my gambling addiction. But I know I can win her back.
It's a gamble. Might want to call Kenny Rogers. There's a theory, or how there's a theory that no two people see color exactly the same way?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that color is like a pigment of your imagination? It's a thinker.
Why didn't 4 ask out 5?
Why didn't 4 ask out 5? I don't know that I've heard this one.
He was too squared.
It makes me think of the fact that when somebody says be there, be square, it literally means because you're not around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that another one?
It was.
Oh, okay. All right.
Played it off of yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you gonna go again or?
No, that was no.
Okay.
I was saving that one.
Okay. All right. How many people with ADHD does it take to change a light bulb?
I have a pretty good feeling where this is going. I don't know.
You want to ride bikes?
That's good. It's kind of sensitive.
This thing on?
All right, tough crowd. Well, that's the point. It's supposed to be a tough crowd. There are people listening that are laughing a lot.
All 4 of them.
We're hoping. Well, there'll be listeners later. It's always later. Let's do some Navy jokes. I got a few for you. What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
C.
You're correct. You would think it was the R, but it's actually the C. Yeah.
I've heard you do that one.
I know. I was
I
hoping
think you
would
said it to
forget.
Danielle.
Oh yeah.
I was walking down the number where the houses were numbered 64K, 128K, 256K, 512K, and 1 megabyte. That was just a trip down memory lane.
That's decent. It's a computer
But
joke.
none of the houses had gravel outside of them. They were all hard drives.
See that? So in Jamaica, a piece of pie costs $3. Okay. And in Cuba, it costs $5. You can just say that these are the Caribbean pirates. Pirates.
Pirates, yeah.
Right.
I dumped my last girlfriend because she was a communist. I should have known sooner. There were red flags everywhere.
Ooh. Stupid commies. What animal needs to wear a wig? A bald eagle, of course.
Oh my gosh.
No? Okay.
No.
You.
What starts with a W and has 3 letters but ends with a T?
Starts with a W, has 3 letters, but ends with a T. I don't know.
I'm not asking.
It's one of those. It's one of those. Knock, knock. I'm taking it back. Knock, knock.
Who's
Take
there?
it back a bit, right?
Who's there?
Calgo.
Calgo. Oh, come on.
You laughed.
Oh, that was a scoff. Calgo who?
No. Calgo moo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe I get a point for scoffing.
All right, I'll take it off.
No, leave it.
It's all right.
All right, I actually drank some holy water with my laxative. I'm about to start a religious movement.
Yeah, you got me. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's decent. That's decent.
You
Man.
thought I was going to say something else. So.
I did. That's why I started laughing. Holy Oh, okay. Let me collect myself. Why are ghosts bad liars?
Why?
'Cause you see right through them.
Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera.
That's stupid.
That one's bad.
I don't like that one.
That one's bad.
What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals?
What?
Flippity flop. Flippy.
Yeah, I got. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I'm afraid of. I'm afraid for the calendar.
Oh.
Its days are numbered.
heard that one. I do like that one, though. I do like that one. Oh, that's way too smart for you. Which days are the strongest?
I don't know.
Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays.
Oh. What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both parasites.
I see that. All right. See that. After I do this one, we'll each do two more.
Okay.
Okay. You know, back in the era of black and white TV movies, anytime they had a driving scene, the actors were really putting themselves at risk of injury because they couldn't tell if the light was green or red.
No. Why do teenage girls walk in groups of 3, 5, and 7?
I know the answer. Can I do it?
Yeah.
Because they can't even.
I thought
Neither
that
one
was
of us
gonna-
laughed.
I
It's
thought,
all right. I did find out today that I am colorblind. The news came out of the purple. Nothing, huh?
My girlfriend's super upset at our neighbor who enjoys the suntan in her backyard naked. Personally, though, I'm on the fence.
Yeah. What is the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bicycle? Bicycle.
Okay.
Attire. That's decent.
Mm.
Last one.
All right. $100 ago, everyone owned a horse.
Mhm.
And only the rich had cars. Now everywhere has cars and only the rich have horses. The stables have turned.
So they have. I'm going to end with a Navy one.
Okay.
Well,
I got one more.
okay.
I got one more.
All right. And then I'll have one more. Because you went first. Where do pirates get their hooks?
I don't know.
The second-hand store, matey. The second-hand store.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Yeah. It was. It's pretty good. Over the last 100 years, I feel that the inventions over the last 100 years, that the dry erase board is the most remarkable.
Mhm.
So I hope some of you got some laughs, and maybe you just laughed watching us trying not to laugh.
Oh man, I really wish I did not laugh during the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. That
Dude, you had your from when you started the joke.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is the one.
You had yourself. If you count the scoff, I won 3-2,
Yes.
which I still say it counts. But basically, it's like 2-2. I think I won by one, roughly. It was close. Hopefully, some of you got some laughs out there and enjoyed that bonus content. We might have to do this again with a little bit more prep work, and maybe we can put a team together, get some tag-ins. We've thought about it. So if you like dad jokes, you want to see more bonus content like this, make sure you comment down below, smash that like button, share this feed. Thank you so much for being here. And for those of you who are watching this later, you can still comment down below. But we're always live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, guys.